Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltamar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Rogue Trader. Where we left off last time, we had arrived at the docks, having helped Ray with her quest. We met Heinrichs, who has rejoined our crew / requisitioned our ship again, and we're here to meet with Opticon 22. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic ties, trade deals, and donations. I received an invitation to a meeting. Confirmed, I wish to discharge, reciprocally validate, the mutual contractual obligation designated Logisticar Theta. Under the contractual obligation in question, 34.761 Terran cycles ago, the Explorator Cognizance fleet received from representatives authorized units of the Von Valencius dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian void tankers. Received it and then didn't pay. Compensate, remunerate, settle accounts. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from the Cognizance fleet can be made to Von Valencia's assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled, archived. Confirm your status regarding the acceptance of the payment reciprocal offering. What payment can I expect? Universal Mobile Orbital Deployment Extractiums, Astra Eritor processing complexes in the quantity stipulated in the contractual obligation. Each unit has undergone a cycle of maintenance. Liturgies have been assessed for conformance to the sacred standard template construct. Great creations of the Omnissiah, blessed be his beneficence, which has bestowed upon these complexes industrial might and a full cycle of reproduction and life support. You waited 30 years to pay up? Execution of payment / reciprocal offering is in accordance with the specifications of the contractual obligation. Allocation of assets from the holdings of the Cognizance fleet was initiated when the tankers reached the main squadron, 14.905 Terran cycles after the initial transaction. The asset allocation process concluded 2.663 Terran cycles later. Transportation of assets to the Verbunda system took 16.862 Terran cycles. Final delivery of the assets to Football took 0.331 Terran cycles. Clever. If you'd been purchasing fuel for a squadron at the other end of the Imperium, you may never have had to pay at all. We would have turned to dust before you made it there and back. Wait, are you saying that my dynasty had extensive business dealings with you? This statement is true. The Cognizance fleet concluded 1,292 contractual obligations with the Von Valencius dynasty, as represented, led, administered by the counterparty identified as Theodora von Valencius. The most substantial was Pact 8 Yule, in accordance with which Archmagos Cubis Delphim, data usher of the sevenfold hallowed workshop of the sacred world of Euphrates II, was transferred to the planet Kiava Gamma to perform the duties of minister as its fabricator censor. The services of such a highly enlightened, enhanced, authorized servant were recompensed via the offering of paid for with a 7-year contract granting the fleet's exploration vessels maintenance privileges at the Kiava Gamma facilities. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizance fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiava Gamma. I confirm I'm willing to accept the payment. The request is accepted. The sacred machines will be loaded onto the hold of your vessel. The contractual obligation, Logisticar Theta, is concluded. The Cognizant fleet thanks House Von Valencius for its cooperation. While I seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus, the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in and considers expeditious cooperation with rogue traders under the terms of the Treaty of Mars. It is willing to provide services to the Von Valencius dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. The Cognizance fleet will be glad, alternatively unavailable, to accept any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items, reminder, storage, study, and or disposal of the aforementioned objects with the exception of 3 miscellaneous items is the preferential rate of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Explorator fleet will also accept information about planets in the Coronis Expanse that have not previously been recorded in the planetary register. Okay, that's good enough information. The Omnissiah knows all. Okay, so we now know that they want to know about planets, they want xenotech, and they want miscellaneous things sometimes. Let's go murder some people, and then we can leave the planet, I think. We're supposed to go find the Anvers hideout. We've explored 5 out of 10 planets. We need to look for more. Telecos Epsilon is the food one. There we go. We need to visit the Anvers base. Its entrance is somewhere in Sector 2 in the Shadow Quarters. The turn-off to the entrance can be seen from the Adeptus Mechanicus and should be enough to find the place. Maybe. We'll see. That was the wrong area. That was the atrium. Not the right place. I'm also going to respec a few of our characters. I think I did a very mediocre job of building them. I was looking at some of the abilities that we could have picked instead, and I was pondering how to rebuild them, but we'll do that later. I'll probably do that between videos at some point. Also, I've been pondering who is likely to leave our group when we go Heretic. And I could be wrong about some of them, but I think Abelard is going to stay, because I think he's more inclined to remain with the dynasty despite the heresy. I think Adira will stay, because she is just one step from being Heretic herself. She's kind of crazy. Argenta will definitely leave. Heinrichs will definitely leave. Inquisition and Adeptus Sororitas aren't going to stick around for heresy.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I'm almost 100% sure that the Space Wolf we can recruit later in the game isn't going to stick around if we go heretical, or even be recruitable if we're heretical, so I don't think that that's going to be a thing that we can have in our... I don't think we're going to be able to recruit the Space Marine. And then I think Ray might stick around for sure. She seems like a pirate, and pirates are sort of a little more okay with heresy. Who else do we have? I think Cassia will stick around. For some reason, I don't think that she doesn't like heresy, but I don't think she'll be too upset about it. Maybe. Where's this Anvers base? If I were an Anvers base... So it says the turnoff is invisible from here.
A new challenge for me.
There's nothing over this way. There's nothing over that way, I don't think. We can't turn into here. I guess we could. We go upstairs. We've already been up there and we killed the people up here. Can't really go over there anymore. Who else is in our group? Pascal I'm not sure about. Pascal could go either way, because the Adeptus Mechanicus are sometimes very anti-heresy. Sometimes, as long as you're okay with the machine spirits, they don't care too much. There's the Dark Hideout. It's right there. I found the door. Oh, there's Sector 2's symbol right there. Well, easy enough to find it then, I guess. So I'm hoping we can keep most of our group, but I think Argenta's going to need to be replaced with somebody else. We'll probably take Rhea along instead of her. I know Argenta's good and kind of a really cool character, but I don't think she's going to stick around when we go heretical, so there's no real point to keeping her in the group. He's definitely going to leave us, or try and kill us, one of the two. There's several Anvers thugs down here, including a cutter. But what's up this way? So this would bring us around sort of on this side of them. We'd be a lot closer to the fight. Yeah, they're all here. What's in this room? There's a goods in here. Okay.
Victory awaits!
Do we want to spread out our group a little bit? We could have like... We could mix this up a little bit. So we could have Cassia here and just like blast all of these people right away. Abelard here to tank, assuming that any of them survive.
Join me
Argenta could be on this side.
Onward.
You know. Main character could be on this side as well. Pascal to tank. And Adira could be all the way over here.
I dare not provoke
Sniping
the
from a distance, you know? Like way over here. That's looking pretty good. There's a few of them in here, but not a lot. There's an Anvers Kingpin and about 7 or 8 guys, I guess. Can we start this event by just blasting them in the face, though?
I'll guide your vessel
That's not what I
and
meant
lead you
to do.
on your way.
The man with the shaggy mop of dark hair is dressed and armed about as well as anyone else in here, and yet he's unmistakably the leader. He takes a step towards you, he chuckles, then spreads his arm wide in a welcoming gesture. My guests, what a joy it is to see you in my humble refuge. I see you've come here to be introduced to the truth. Which will you choose then, words or fire and metal? You've ruled over all of Footfall with fear. That is a serious achievement I could do with people like that, so let's talk. I prefer to use human resources rationally rather than charge in with guns blazing. Bow to the likes of you, the bloated old masters of the universe, I'd rather die. Do you even know what our name means, outsider? Football calls us the Anvers. They do not stop to look, listen, learn. The man pauses, then half closes his eyes and proclaims in crude but clear High Gothic, Auxilio non veniet. Help will not come. The maw has closed. The gross expanse is on its own now. A new era has come, and we are its sovereigns. What are you doing to that terminal? Did you just turn off water distribution?
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Well, I guess Cassie can just stand there and blow up most of them in one hit. Probably. What is our turn order looking like? So Cassius first, and then a whole bunch of them get to go. It's going to be an interesting first turn. Everyone else is in pretty good condition, or pretty good locations. How is Adira's position? She's in cover, good. Move her a little bit. To where, though? Now she's in good cover. She can probably shoot people from there. You're in cover, you're in cover. You're now in cover, you're in cover, you're in cover. Okay, here we go.
These ruby flushes are choking me.
So that's not going to kill any of them, unfortunately. That's a crit, I guess. It did crit. Some of them died. I was kind of hoping for more. We can move back now. A little bit disappointed that so many of them are alive. She's too far away to do that. Let's put a front line here. And then a back line, I guess, over here. It's kind of a terrible place, but okay, fair enough. Then a rear line, I guess, with Argenta.
If I may.
We have 2 action points left, neither of which is particularly useful right now. Give voice of command to Abelard, who isn't for a while in the turn order. He's basically last. No one's standing in the front line place, which sucks. Might as well do that. Okay. That's about as good as it's going to get for now.
Look out!
He's shooting. She's in full cover. Frenzy.
Here we go. Out of my way.
4 damage to her.
Let's make it quick.
That's an arsonist. That's a fire grenade. Annoying.
It's nothing!
Okay, Argenta. Oh, is this poison? Yes, apparently so. Is everyone gonna die in here? It's like, or is it just on the upper levels? How do I tell if I'm standing in poison? Okay, that's how. We could just move out of the poison, probably. Alternatively, we could just fire into this crowd. Okay, what if we go over here?
God Emperor, move through me!
I don't
Be
think
the
that's actually
fire
covered.
in my heart!
That's good enough, alright. Okay, that was okay damage. I guess she has a shotgun, we could probably just have used that. Let's run and gun and just shoot them both and kill them.
Each strike is a prayer.
Okay, is she still standing in poison? Yes, we're still standing in toxin. We can't move. Furious recital, might as well.
Let's get
I
to
think
it.
we need to get to this console and turn that off. Yeah, we need to turn on the ventilation. Okay. So I think that's
Show
going to
me what
be
you've got.
the job of Abelard. Because otherwise we're going to just die slowly but surely to ventilation poisoning. And we can't hit anyone with our staff, which sucks. And I moved down here, and now I'm in a very dumb place.
Nothing I can't do.
We'll be fine.
All too easy.
If I hit there, will that guy hit him at all? I guess we can find out. It cannot. Damn. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. Next turn.
Time to slaughter someone.
Cutter's coming up. Not too concerned about him.
Damage is negligible.
Let's move Pascal down.
Heavy is the tread of his
We can
faith.
plasma them. Some of them anyways.
My vow is to serve.
Could blow up that whole group, probably.
I'll enshrine the memory of this
3 of them are
righteous
gone.
moment.
Put Hunter on the Kingpin. For next turn. Abelard's turn, so he can move down. Charge. Gets him close to the ventilation, I guess.
A tactically sound approach.
It's gonna hurt a little bit, probably. No, actually, he's fine. Okay. Wait, we got 4 action points, so let's
It
go
will be
Reckless
done.
Smite, or Strike, sorry.
At your
Charge
beck
into
and call.
attack. 36 damage. A little bit damage back. Endure. Brace for
Indeed.
impact. Done. He can get there next turn, I think.
Has failed me.
My dog just randomly barked. Always fun. Scared the crap out of me. She's got a pretty good chance to shoot that Kingpin. A little bit far away from other things, so let's start shooting some of the other guys. We can shoot the Instigator maybe, or the Cutter. Actually, we might be able to pierce through this Cutter into the second Cutter. Possibly. If we can kill 2 Cutters, that'd be pretty good. Alright, we'll mark him.
Not this
Nope, we
Greyer's
can't mark him.
job.
We'll mark him. Sure. Not, piercing shot. It will hit both of them. And it should kill them. Okay, those 2 are dead. Can I give you... No, can't give you forewarning or anything.
On it.
And I'll take perfect cover, because why not? We're in the perfect spot. And we can expose weakness maybe on him. Yeah, sure. There we go. Done turn. Next turn. Cassia again gets to move up. She needs to get out of the fire to start with. She'll be fine. Not too concerned about Cassia's health. He's gonna give him another turn, and by that I mean Abelard.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Abelard did take some damage from that. That's fine. Not too worried. Who's up next? So the Kingpin, the Arsonist, and the Instigator all get to go. The Arsonist is gonna suck the most. Let's give Abelard a... No, we can't give him an extra turn. He's too far away from that. Okay, so let's give him... Not that. Can I give Waking Nightmare? No, that's the wrong one. This to Eltmar? No, too far away. Alrighty. So, too far away for that too? Okay, how about Voice of Command? Nope. I can give
In
him
the
that.
name of House
And that'll
Orcelio,
have to do.
I shall prevail.
I'm gonna charge past him all the way to here if I can. I'll take the AOO. Why am I stuffed? That's weird. I didn't get to finish my action. Did I get stunned on the way up?
Victory is imminent.
Can't move anymore. This wall of rock creeps going up. I can almost hit this next turn. Okay, well, it'll have to be next turn. You, can you do this for anyone else? You can still move a little. No, she can't. What am I going to do with her turn now? She does have a staff, but it's not particularly useful for the situation. We could Waking Nightmare some people. And we could give ourselves some... Nope, we can't. She's standing in a thing, so we can give her that, at least. Give her some, I guess, stronghold stratagem. Sure.
Don't touch me!
Cassia's fine.
Let's get to it.
Cassia's gonna die. That was a solid dodge and very lucky. That was a bad hit. Okay. How many actions does that Kingpin get to have?
Integrity failure detected.
Pascal's fine. It'll be okay. Okay. We do have a shotgun. Not particularly useful for this moment. We could switch to the bolter. A little bit more useful. A little sad that Cassia ate it, but such is life. That was my own fault. So we can either hit for the worst chance to hit or blast our own person. Neither of which is great options. What if we move here? That might put our guy out of the way of the attack.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
There we go. Maybe? There we go.
You, my emperor!
No, that wasn't the best. Wasn't the worst either, though.
I'm here, maggot!
Okay.
You'll regret this.
I already do. Okay, word of the Emperor.
Not a problem
This
for
thing.
me.
Blast this guy into chunks, or blast this guy into chunks. 24% chance to hit is bad. 60% chance to hit is much better. Okay. I did the worst amount of damage we possibly could have done with it. This makes me sad. Well, can I give you voice of command? Sure. There we go.
Now this
Pascal's
is
dead.
unacceptable.
Take the AOO. Turn this off. Now the poison should go away. I can't get into range to hit this guy. Oh yeah, I can. Never mind. Maybe? I can just charge near him. That was dumb. Can't attack. Didn't think of that one through. Oh well. Okay, Adira. What do you got for line of sight? You shoot that guy, 95% chance to hit.
What
Let's do that. Hunter target him.
Was that you? Or
Let's just nuke this guy down as much as possible.
anything else? Will do.
There we go. 70 damage. Took him out right away. Completely dead. There is still the Kingpin, of course, but not much I can do about him right now. Oh, he's going after... I don't know where he's going.
I can handle this.
He's giving the Instigator another turn. Who's using knives
now.
out. Dr. Abelard, I guess?
Emperor, protect me.
Okay.
Emperor, protect me.
I don't know what they're doing. Well, he's dead. I just don't know what the plan was there. That was a very strange turn. Shoot the Kingpin from
I
there.
will
Might as
bathe
well.
this battlefield in righteous fury.
The fact that we don't have poison anymore is kind of nice. Alright, let's try and hit this guy for a little bit. Not the worst turn. We don't have a lot of shots left, unfortunately. We can't do a burst fire. We can just do another single shot.
As the Emperor
Low
commands,
chance to
I
hit.
act.
But it did hit, and crit, for that matter. That cutter's still fighting our character. Don't care too much about that, honestly. Moving our main character up, so maybe he can do something useful next turn. We could give Argenta another turn, but
Suits my
unfortunately,
purposes.
can't really do much. 37 damage is pretty good. Abelard. Just kill this guy.
I took care of this one.
You can't... Oh, you can get close to him.
Duty.
You can take a whole nother
No
turn.
matter the
Okay, let's do that.
cost.
Why not? Let's do big hit. He's only got 9 hit points. Big hit. Finish him off.
One fewer target.
Alrighty, we killed them all. We gained a level. Everyone's alive. Everyone's gonna need... She's got a crippled arm still. So we gained a level. First of all, let's see what we get for loot. We get a ring, an eye patch, sorry. Plus 20 bonus to coercion, -5 to awareness. Fair enough. It's kind of neat though. Let's grab all the loot. We'll sort through our loot later on. I'll do that when we get to the ship, I think.
I'll
We have
lay
so much
claim
loot to go
the
through.
Stars.
There's also some boots here. Adrenaline war boots. At the start of the wearer's turn, they gain 20% dodge until the end of the round. Always? So it's just like a 20% boost. A hand flamer. Cool. Oops. So there is a little loot over there we haven't gotten yet. Which side is that on? Is that over here? It is over here, but it's on this side. There's a multi-key and some junk. And then some junk. And that's it. Who are we supposed to talk to about this whole situation? It's called Rot. Okay. Do we want to go talk to the Liege, I guess? Tell him it's over? Let's level up first, though. Where's our notepad for our main character? Alright, we are on level, what? 18. Okay. We're returning a... Hang on. What level are we? We're level 17 turning into level 18. Okay. What did we get last level? That might help me figure out what we're at. We got Fervor last level. Okay. So I think this level we're supposed to take in the hero's footsteps. Whenever the Master Technician ally uses Heroic Act, the Master Technician gains 5 Fellowship. Whenever their ally uses a Desperate Measure, they gain 5 Toughness. These bonuses stack and last until the end of combat. That's the one we're taking. Abelard's turn. Vanguarding it up. All enemies in a 2-cell radius around the Vanguard suffer -5 Fellowship bonus percentage penalty to dodge against attacks. Except for the Vanguards. That's okay, I guess. Enduring Shield. While the Vanguard has at least 1 temporary wound, they get +5 toughness, parry, and armor. Renitent Beacon. Each attack of Unyielding Beacon additionally increases armor and parry. That's pretty good. Crit damage is deal less. Allies affected by the Vanguard's abilities gain +2 armor, +2/+3 Vanguard's fellowship bonus percentage armor for 1 round. It's okay. Daunting defense, toughness bonus, parry against enemies that consider the Vanguard a priority target. Taunting. Whenever the Vanguard hits an enemy with an attack of opportunity, the enemy must make a willpower test. On a failed test, the Vanguard becomes the enemy's primary target. It's pretty good, honestly. That's actually pretty nice. Unflinching. Whenever an attack made by an ally hits the Vanguard for the first time in a round, that attack deals no damage. It's good when we're blasting things with Cassia. Wall of Rock Reed is also a really good ability. Center of Attention. Oh, that's pretty good too. Okay. There's a lot of good ones. I think I'm going to take Taunting Opportunity. Just to make him more taunty. I think that's a good idea. Alright, Argenta. Arch Militant. They begin combat with 2 stacks of versatility. That's pretty good. I think Exploit Weakness sounds like a good idea. Not that we're going to be using Argenta too much longer anyways, but I think I'm going to be changing his archetypes later on, but we'll see. Oops. Withdrawal's kind of nice. Gruesome Kill's also pretty good. I'm gonna take Hunting Surge though. Whenever an enemy is killed by a critical hit scored by a bounty hunter or their ally, the bounty hunter gains 2 times enemy difficulty percentage damage for 2 rounds. That could be really good. Does it stack? It's just whenever an enemy, so it doesn't have to be prey. That's kind of nice. Okay, Grand Strategist for her. So this is for the front line area, adjusting front line. There are more enemies than allies in the front line area. All allies gain parry and dodge. There are more allies than enemies. They get damage instead. It's pretty good. Using a stratagem on a front line area grants allies in the area increased dodge against other allies' attacks. Using a stratagem on a rear area also makes the allies in that area the enemy's lowest priority targets for 1 round. That could be extremely useful. Using a stratagem on a combat tactics area grants all allies 3 deflection against next melee attack. All allies, including the Grand Strategist in the same combat tactics area with the Grand Strategist, gain perception and agility. All combat tactics bonuses are increased by a bunch if the area was not moved for 2 rounds. That's pretty good, a redeployment. Every time a combat tactics area is affected by a stratagem, all allies gain +1 movement point. Enemies in the same combat zone with the Grand Strategist suffer a penalty to dodge and parry. Interesting. I like the point of interest one. I don't like to move around my things too much. And I think it's kind of useful if we have a good point of interest. Get the double thing. That's kind of nice. And Idira, who's actually becoming a very good sniper. I'm going to grab... She does do a lot of crits, and I think we're going to get heightened concentration for her. Or whenever an enemy is killed by a critical score by the bounty hunter or their ally. I think the extra damage is still really good. Okay. Let's go talk to the liege and see if he wants to hear about the Anvers' death. Otherwise, we can head back to the ship finally, I think. We can heal up and switch out our group. I think I'm going to take a Ray instead of Argenta, only because I know Argenta's going to leave. I think the rest of these people will stick around. Heinrichs obviously isn't going to. I don't know who else leaves. I guess we'll figure it out later. We don't have all the characters yet, so I can't say for sure who else is going to leave, but I think the rest of them will stick around. Maybe Cassia will leave. I'm not 100% sure about her. we need to go which way? That way. Can we go through that door yet? Definitely not. They should just let me in. I could get rid of all those mines. That would be a whole bunch of experience versus the mine clearing. I'm also a little sad that the Anvers didn't decide to come along with us. We could have definitely used them. But they had to be whiny babies about it. Where is the liege? Is he up in his room? Yes. He's still sitting there with the food that's been there for a while. Greetings, your lordship. I don't mean to hurry you, but I do hope our deal is still in place. The station continues to experience increasingly severe shortages of provisions. I did what you could not. I found and neutralized the Anvers agitator-in-chief. That is truly an outstanding accomplishment, your lordship. Footfall can now rest easy, at least until the next mad hoodlum makes himself known. A man who introduced himself as a servant of Lord Chorda, asked to have a word with me, and then, imagine the odds, someone blew his brains out. Vladimir doesn't look surprised. The Anvers again, I presume. Those anarchical degenerates don't care whom they shoot, be it my servants, yours, or those in the employ of House Chorda. I suspect this agent wished to negotiate a deal that would have you refrain from hindering Incendia Chorda's efforts to strangle us with the threat of hunger and demand our obedience. If so, I don't believe I will be mourning the man's passing very long. I'm beginning to resent how frequently the people I converse with on the station wind up dead. That is indeed lamentable, but these are the times we live in, and this is Footfall. Its denizens don't always look for a reason to spill blood. Okay, other matters. Wait, you have... I have some other questions. Who holds the reins of the Xenogoods trade? The Kaspalica Mission, a criminal syndicate that has seized control of the entirety of the gold trade in the sector. Xenos creations are in high demand, and so every single colony has a Kaspalican agent or two. Opposing their commercial interest is a lot more dangerous than using their merchandise. A pale ghost of a smile appears on his lips. Still, making friends with this organization is as profitable as it is dangerous to make enemies of them, and it just so happens I've managed to earn their trust, and on Footfall they conduct their business under my watchful eye. He sends you a meaningful look. What oath were you referring to? There is a certain custom on Footfall. Any rogue trader who arrives at the system and docks is considered to be its absolute ruler, and the liege their loyal servant. That makes me your servant. Vladame's arrogant bearing contradicts his words. What a fascinating... Actually, I'm going to go aim at Vladame's head, so I can just blow your brains out and then instate a new liege? Surely you do not think this is my first time at gunpoint, your lordship. You can do it, of course, but I don't think that the one you appoint will last any longer than an hour. Let's spare their life and refrain from testing your theory, especially since I'll be of use to you when the esteemed Kilagos Winterscale returns and sees the loss since his protectorate is sustained. Alright, I should probably have read that. Something tells me you used to be a bit of a bandit yourself. You aren't wrong, my path was long and bloody. But in the end I rose from running a gang that had staked its claim to a treatment filter station to becoming the liege of Footfall. Many died to make this possible, and those who survived figured it would be more convenient to put me at the head than continue the slaughter of a turf war. I can only hope that my elevation and the peace that came with it have done the station good. Much has become clear. I just want to make deals with him. He's supposed to be a trader. Where is... Is there like a trade button? That's just a picture. Usually there's like a trade thing. No more questions. Oh, there is. Okay, that's the one I want. I just wanted to kind of look at it again. I do kind of want that hex rifle. It's pretty good. But that's so much stuff we'd have to change. I don't think we have anywhere close to the amount that we would need. So let's leave.
None shall stand in my way.
Let's go to the ship and figure out our group. I might respect people between videos. Let's go to the void docks. So what I think I'll do is go to the ship, make sure there's no cutscenes or anything to watch. Figure out my group that I'm going to be bringing along. Maybe respect some people a little bit. See if Ray is a good companion. I don't really know anything about her, so we'll figure that out. And then I guess we'll head somewhere. Something in my eye is very annoying. Alright. Avoid ship bridge. I hope this doesn't screw up any quest lines, but I guess we'll find out. Usually it probably won't, hopefully. At least in previous Owlcat games, you could kind of move around a little bit without breaking things, as long as you didn't go too far. There is a cutscene. Lord Captain, the inspection of the ship's systems is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel, except there's an issue you must be made aware of. Cassia makes a nervous gesture, adjusting the adornments over her third eye. I've been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double-check the route to Dargonis and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the Atlas. It is more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the Atlas, one after another, and saw the same thing everywhere. The warp is roiling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colors. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. Argenta angrily chops the arrow at the side of her palm. Warp storms are our enemies, just like heretics and demons. It's a shame they can't be dispersed with flamer or a bolter. Now we can be certain that the problems of the astropathic communication in the Cronus Expanse are no coincidence. There is a warp disturbance in your way, Lord Captain. It is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you need to locate the key worlds of the Von Valencius Protectorate as soon as possible. Talking about Janus, Dargonis, and Kiava Gamma. Charting new routes so they can be reached and restoring control will be the necessary next step. Very well. My course is clear. Do my officers have any other issues that require... Actually, let's see. Tell me about Janus. The surface of Janus was altered extensively so the planet could be designated an agro-world. It is a powerful food base capable of supplying the burgeoning Protectorate and exporting the provisions to the outer worlds at the same time. Janus owes much of its prosperity to the Governor House of Viat. Under its leadership, the world has grown ever more prosperous year after year, securing shipments and taxes while keeping the workforce tightly controlled. What is Kiava Gamma? Industrial world Kiava Gamma is being managed by the Governor House of Geprak and supplies your Protectorate with rare mineral resources. Additionally, the planet features an Adeptus Mechanicus Manufactorum that processes materials and prepares them for shipment. I testify that Kiava Gamma is a world marked by the Omnissiah's patronage. By his grace, the manufactorums of the colony are inhabited by committed and industrious machine spirits. Heinrichs coughs quietly. Mr. Toloman neglected to mention that the Kiava Gamma manufactorums also supply heavy machinery from forage harvesters to vessel systems and components. Abelard turns his hard eyes on Heinrichs. You display commendable knowledge of our worlds and manufacturing capability, Van Calix. Pleased to be of service. What about Dargonis? It's the heart and soul of our Protectorate. It's where the main administrative resources and storage facilities are, and so is the Von Valencius Palace. If you'd like to know, this is where you'll be publicly accepting the role or the title of Rogue Trader. Dargonis is a major administrative hub that runs the cargo fleet and keeps track of finances. Which world should we deal with first? The Agro world will supply our Protectorate with something none of your servants can do without: sustenance. The importance of basic supplies should not be underestimated. Look at Footfall in its current pitiful state. On the other hand, I'm concerned by the growing rumors that Kiava Gamma. There have been no problems with Janus for many years, but something is very wrong with the industrial world right now. Delay may cost us the entire planet. I trust I do not have to explain the capital world. Losing it would make us the laughingstock of all the other dynasties. Besides, the loss of chronicles and ledgers would spell a bureaucratic catastrophe, so all three systems are equally vital to the Protectorate. Well, so you decide which should be brought into the fold. Alright, our course is clear. I'll figure it out. That is all, Lord Captain. The vessel and crew await your instructions and are ready to depart. Footfall immediately should you desire. But I don't. We're not going to leave. What we are going to do is call it a video here. In the next video, we'll talk to our people. There is Ray, or sorry, not Ray. Why do I keep calling her Ray? Jay that wants to talk to us. And I think Heinrichs wanted to talk to us. Let's take a look. We can find that out. Jay, not Ray. Companion quests. So Argento wants to talk to us. Jay wants to talk to us. And Heinrichs wants to talk to us. Alright, we'll deal with that later. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others will see you next time. Take care.